Here is the last chance for doing straight and angled backing or offset backing before you get to the on-road test, where you get out of the yard with the supervisor and drive on the mountains, in the city streets, and on the highway. Those three elements of on the road. In Utah, there is no problem. In Utah, the mountains are behind the clouds. It is a cloudy day today. But we have mountains, we have a big city, and we have highways, I-80 and I-15. This driver here is doing the straight backing, going forward and coming back. These two people are doing straight backing, going forward and coming back. Those people standing on the ground are the supervisors or the person who evaluates you with the jackets, with the orange jacket or green jacket, and the other people are the students are waiting for their turn to have a truck. So the way he is doing it, he is telling him how to do the offset backing. The offset backing means, no, this is doing a straight backing. You have to tell him how to align himself between the lane. You have to stay in the middle of the lane. You cannot just drive on the colored, on the lines. You have to be between the lines, not on the lines. That will take a while for you to master. Once you become experienced, 2 or 3 years, you'll be driving between the lines without thinking, because your peripheral vision will get used to it, will control your hands and your body, your neck, your eyes, such that professional drivers have no problem driving between the lines for long distance, 10 hours, 11 hours a day, no problem driving. Person who never drove a truck, drive a car for 10 hours, you will be in bed for 24 hours or a week. But for a truck driver, in the beginning, the first time I drove a truck, first time ever in Nevada, 3 hours I was not able to wake up for 24 hours. The following day I drove 6 hours, it was deadly. Then it took about 2 or 3 weeks before I was able to sit down and drive 8 hours. At the beginning you start sweating, you become shaky, and after a while you get the endurance. Your nervous system, your muscular system, your circulation, your eyes, you get used to sit down. And the deadliest job in life is to sit driving a truck. Then 2-3 years later, you realize that it is really much easier than you thought. You become having confidence that the truck will fit between the two lines in the road. Sometimes, especially when you drive on the left lane, the first 2 or 3 years, that is the most frightening thing, to drive on the fast lane on the left. You think that the truck will roll over, will get out of on the dirt, and a lot of people get in an accident because of that fear. After a while, you keep looking right and left in the mirror, you discover that you have plenty of room under you on the asphalt. But that confidence will take a lot of time. 3 years later, you can drive on the left lane, no problem, for whatever you wanted to do, for as long as you want. Then you run into the rural road when you have only one lane and you have very narrow road. You can still manage, still have the confidence. But you do know that you are a single mistake can cost you a lot. This is the instructor telling the students whatever comments he wants to make on their behavior, what mistakes is he make. I remember one funny guy was from Somalia. If he leans his neck to the right, the truck drifts to the right. He leans to the left, the truck drifts to the. Anyway, after a while, I met him a year later. I told him, "Did you get rid of this problem?" I said, "Oh yeah, no problem. That was just when you never drive a truck, you might not realize a truck is different from a car, much different from a car."